ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Alexander Hilly123 here. Just Alexander Hilly as I go by these days on the channel. And let me just disable that sound there. Let me just get on the Wikipedia page and we'll talk a little bit before we play a little bit. Because this is Golden Axe 2 and I wanted to finish off this little series of me returning to what I started doing on the channel back in the day. These one-off videos on retro games, Mega Drive games specifically. And we'll play a game where the original, Golden Axe 1, is an absolute certified classic. And people always talk about Golden Axe, such an amazing game, and it was an amazing game. And once every few years, I'll do a playthrough of Golden Axe. It's so much fun. But isn't it interesting? Because back in the day, you had that, over here in the UK, my cousins had it, I never did. It was one cartridge, and you got Golden Axe, Streets of Rage 1, and Revenge of Shinobi on the same disc, same cartridge I should say. And whereas Streets of Rage got better, and the second game is better than the first, with Golden Axe, the first game was better and no one really talks about the others. Now, I don't know the general consensus exactly, I don't know, because I've never played them, what they're like, but I believed Golden Axe 3 is a steaming pile of shit, and this game got mainly good reviews, and it is much more similar to the first game than the third game is. I believe the third game differs things up. But the second game, it was released in 1991, very late 91 in Japan, and was released in 92, so it took a good 3 years, because the original Golden Axe probably would have been late 1989, one of the first games on the Mega Drive, but yet and still, nearly 3 years or so for a game to come out, a sequel to come out. Back then, that was a long time. It really was. It says here, side-scrolling beat-em-up video game, December 91, the home console sequel to the popular game Golden Axe. Golden Axe 2 was only released on the Mega Drive, so nothing else. Interesting. And I don't exactly know, and I don't want to just troll through the writing here when I get into a bit of gameplay, but I don't know exactly the differences of the gameplay. But when I look at the reception, it's bizarre because there's only 3 different places that are reviewing it. Mega gave it 92%, Megatech gave it 67%, and something called SMD gave it 66%. Apparently it's easier than the original game. The game is enjoyable, however, and fans of the original probably won't mind that it's more of the same. A little nice sequel with slightly better graphics, nothing new on the gameplay side, and maybe that is why for the third game, they just completely and utterly changed it up. There's also some kind of... There's a game called Revenge of Death Adder. Oh, it was only in the arcades. Not sure what that is. And then there's a game called Beast Rider Golden Axe, with a woman riding or stabbing a dragon. She's riding it and stabbing it. Bloody hell. Interesting. But yeah, the Golden Axe series, just dead in the water these days. It's not a thing, is it? But yeah, looking at Golden Axe 3, it just looks like a very different game, and it didn't get good reviews. And I guess what I'm trying to say here is it's a shame, because not many people say, oh, Golden Axe 2 is better than 1, but I bet there are some people out there that do. We're going to give it a fair crack of the whip. You know why? Because I've never really played it before. I did back in the day when I got this Mega Drive emulator for the first time, but listen to this audio. This is Golden Axe, and then it turns into Streets of Rage. Listen. Yep, that's Golden Axe. Fits the tone of the game. Yep. Very ominous. Very serious. Very brutal. Game of Thrones. Oh, no it isn't. It's Sonic Streets of Rage combined. Oh yeah. What the hell is this? That just does not make sense whatsoever, people. A is magic, so avoid it. Attack is B, jump is C. Was that the opposite way on Streets of Rage? Gotta try and remember that. a duel. Oh yeah, you could fight against each other. And look at this, it's the same exact characters. The woman's now got a little tiara on. There's the main bloke, but you know what? I always love this guy. Very, very similar. Oh wow, look at this guy. Reminds me of Gyarados from Resident Evil 4 with his massive clawed hands as weapons. Whatever. That's fucking cool. I wonder if that's where Shinji Mikami got that influence from, or maybe in different like entertainment forms, that kind of character is a thing. Whoa! The magic is now a book. Double tap and you run in the direction you want to go into. Apologies if the audio's a bit loud, guys. Good music. Even when it's not exactly fitting. I don't know if I could have hit the old man there, I don't know why you'd want to, but maybe I could have. And you know, one day I'd love to do a Let's Play of Golden Axe on the channel, but here's the embarrassing thing. Last time I tried, I couldn't complete it. It was too hard, but now, obviously, on the Wikipedia page there, it said that this game is much easier than the first game, but it stands to reason, you know. It was released in 1989, games back then were balls hard. I can't remember in Golden Axe if you can land on your feet when you've been tossed up in the air. You can avoid taking damage, perhaps. I don't know if that's a thing in this game like it is in Streets of Rage. Oh shit! You know, these enemies here, they just remind me of fucking bronies or some shit. If you're lucky enough to not know what a brony is, it's where grown men like to dress as animals. And you can hear by the disappointment in my voice that I don't think it's a very good practice to do that. Anyway, I don't want to use magic again. And I can't remember if there was a stats screen of all three characters at the start of the game. Fucking hell, this is really loud, this game. Yo, old man, wake up! Cheeky bastards, just nick your magic. Oh, I tell you what, I absolutely adored the music from Golden Axe 1. When this happened, when it gave you a little synopsis of what's happening, and it showed you the next level, and also the music that played when those little guys, you remember, they've changed them for this game, they stole your stuff. I've got a playlist on my YouTube if you guys want to check it out. It's my favourite video game music, and I might actually add that to my favourite video game music. It'll be a very, very short video, because it's just a small snippet of music, but it was really beautiful, really was. But so far, I still think this seems really fun, and it is indeed very, very much more of the same. Sound effects, way you prick. Oh, I thought I avoided that. So it seems like this was too similar to Streets of Rage 1. And then, Golden Axe 1. And then they changed the formula probably too much for 3. And from there, the series was just cursed. And yeah, Golden Axe, it's more so the first game. But hey, the skeletons are back. But isn't that just the thing? Of course they're back, because it's so similar to Golden Axe 1. He's not dead. Maybe he is. Oh shit. The darkened skeleton. You can't like, you know, on Streets of Rage how you can go up to them and just hold on to them and do like a backlift and what, somersaults and shit like that. I don't know what to say. You can't do that in Golden Axe. Wow, holy shit, these guys are tankier. I had a feeling they would be, and yeah, more difficult. I wonder how many levels there are in this game. As you saw though, at the start of the game, I went on easy, and let me tell you, they said that it's easier than the first game. Still not easy. I'm struggling more than I would in Golden Axe 1, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think it's easier at all. But you know, this game was released just after Streets of Rage 1, before Streets of Rage 2. And although they're very different kind of layouts and game worlds and whatnot, I think Streets of Rage was always better than Golden Axe personally. Slightly like better gameplay. And I remember now, this is what I used to do in Golden Axe 1. If you see, jumping up, I'm getting damaged less. But it's very hard to cheese a 1991 video game. And the game doesn't seem happy with me doing that. And every so often, they'll just speed up and do a running, kind of jumping attack. Oh, Jesus Christ, that guy's not got a head. I'm dropping ice on him for some reason, god damn it. You're getting a second bit of magic. Didn't expect... Wow, the skeletons are not even dead? No. Will the skeletons regen when I kill them? Fucking hell. You get caught up in the animation for way too long. If you keep jumping, you don't stick around as much. Christ almighty. This is not easy. I get a feeling, though, as I get older, I'm getting worse at these kind of games, which upsets me. Awesome music, by the way, here. Last piece of music, last piece of magic, I should say. So that's 3 bits of magic, and he's still not dead. Oh wow, throwing him. You just gotta get out of the line of sight, get out of the path, you know. But the thing is with these games, they're immense fun. Golden Axe 2, I think. From what I'm playing early doors, I think it's still a very good game. But sometimes you get damaged, and there doesn't seem to be much you can do about that. Whereas I think with Streets of Rage 2, I mean, that game's a colossal masterpiece. Oh, there's the health, yeah, remember that, there's the magic. Streets of Rage 2 tends to be your fault when you get hit. But I couldn't say this about all old games 34 goddamn years ago, but I think this would be a game that'd be fun to try and complete. But something I did want to say is many years ago I played Golden Axe, couldn't complete it, and I remember being able to complete it in the past. I don't know if that was like playing 2-player or whatnot, maybe it was. It was really upsetting, like, god damn it, how can I not complete this game anymore? So that was on normal difficulty, and really, like I say, who cares about playing these old games on easy, because it isn't easy still. No, I'm shit, it's still not easy. But I played on easy, and unfortunately, in the Mega Drive era, any younger gamers especially watching didn't know this, Streets of Rage 3 does this. If you play on easy, the game ends a lot earlier. And I don't know if that was the devs saying, oh, well, you've got to play on normal to get the full experience. Like, why would you punish people for going on easy and not give them as much as your game? I mean, obviously the gaming industry was very, very different back in the early 90s. Where that practice probably would not happen these days, but it's just perplexing. Why can't I play on easy and have the whole game experience? But yeah, if I remember correctly, Streets of Rage 3 and Golden Axe 1, if you play on easy, end after like 4 levels. So I'm wondering whether that's the same with Golden Axe 2, not sure. But maybe one day things will change. Maybe there's some cheats or something. I'd rather not cheat, to be honest, but I would like to do Golden Axe as a Let's Play, and I would also like to do Streets of Rage 1 as a Let's Play. But guess what? Streets of Rage 1, those goddamn twin sisters, if you played the game before, you'll know what I'm talking about. They make my piss boil, man. They're so goddamn annoying. I could not beat them. And right before the end of the game, I got a game over the last time I tried to complete Streets of Rage 1. And Streets of Rage 1, it's kind of similar to Golden Axe 1 and 2. Where it doesn't feel like you can defend yourself as well, whereas Streets of Rage 2, utter perfection, that game. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And this is the end of me doing these one-off videos now on the Mega Drive. But I've just got a new Elgato HD60X. I had a HD60S before. This is the more updated one, even though this is now a generation out of date. But quite simply, I can now record gameplay footage of the modern consoles again. And I'm thinking of doing some streams, which we don't usually do on the channel. It's obviously video content, but I think I'm going to play some of my favourites on stream. Just, you know, test it out and see if it works fine and if everything is as it should be. And then we should have some more modern gameplay. Should have a new gaming pickups video coming pretty soon as well. And some left of field nonsense, as expected. Thanks for watching. See you soon.